you know, Chicago is arguably the birthplace of gangbanging in America. So it's always been an influence in all music. Twista definitely talked about it. Common may not talk about it now, but when he was Common Sense, in the Four Corner Hustler, he was talking about it. You know what I mean? And grew up on 87th, not too far from me, in Stony Island, not too far from Kanye, who grew up in that same area. I'm not a gangbanger, or I'm not into gangs real heavy. Neither is Kanye, but I can go 5 feet, and you know, my cousin, for instance, Mikhail, or you know, whatever, I'm not naming names, but whatever these cousins are, very, very high ranking in these organizations. So, you know, the influence is definitely there for anybody in any music. So, you know, that generation definitely talked about violence in Chicago real heavy, and they did it in a lyrical form, which is why they rose to the top. I'm a huge fan of YP, and I've been since the beginning. I'm a huge fan of Chance. I'm a huge fan of all of those guys, but I just want them to, in my personal opinion, as a music lover, just take it serious. Like, look at it from a poetic angle. If you're going to talk, you know, Count and other people like that have definitely said that, like, you know, I think he said recently, you know, do you think your music adds to the violence? Yeah, I do. But the violence adds to my music. Like, it's a double-edged sword. Like, it's, you know, he's just talking about what he grew up seeing or what he's seeing now. And I think the kids are doing the same thing. You know, we've been branded as Chirac, which is good and bad, you know what I mean? But they're just, you can't knock these kids for just talking about what they see. So
right. I think
I do think artists should be socially accountable, but at the same time, I can't get mad, because if you sitting at home and your choice is, and look at it like this, you're from, let's say, 300 all them, you know, they from Inglewood area, right? Chief Keef and all that whole little crew.
Right.
Your choice is school, drugs, or music, or hooping, sports, right?
Right.
If you can't hoop, you suck, you can't hit a jump shot, now you're down to 3 options. You don't like school, right? I'm not saying any of them, but if you don't like school as a person, then now you're down to 2 options. It's either music or drugs. So you're not going to get on if you're saying, hey, my brothers, let's all band together. I know our best friend just got shot last night, but let's be peaceful and hold hands and walk down, you know, 63rd. Like, it's not gonna happen. Let's be real. But if you make it seem cool, and you know what I mean, you talk about it over a really dope beat, and you can get money and feed your family and not have to sell drugs, why wouldn't a kid do that?
Yeah.
You know, whatever violence you may feel inside of yourself, as a, you know, hood kid, suburban kid, whatever it is, you get to listen to this music and it sucks you in for 3 minutes. Then you listen to Keith, Dirk, whoever, YP tell their story about what they see from a poetic angle, and it gets heard. Now, if they can slip in little messages here and there, I think it's definitely good. I think it should happen, but that's up to that particular man to make that decision.